Yeah, this is about 1971, I think. So I was about, what's that, not even 40, 33 or something like that. And so here I am in my Harlequin suit, my big suitcase, and I come out of the men's room.
At Logan Airport.
At Logan Airport. This was the new thing, the awful ugly thing they'd done at Logan. It looked like a director set. I walk out, and there's probably 400 people in the terminal, and every single person in the terminal looks at me. And I just froze. I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but I'll tell you, it's, you know, bewildering to say the least. And I just froze there. All these people looking at me, and I almost went back in and pulled my IBM suit. That's all I had now were these two Harlequin suits, right? Almost went back in and pulled the IBM suit out of the garbage can. I was so embarrassed. But I had no choice. I said, what the hell? And I walked over to the ticket counter, and there were like 15 people waiting in line. They all stepped aside, right? And the girl says, can I help you? Right, like that. I couldn't believe it. I don't know, they thought I was a movie star or what, or something like that. Then I get on the plane, and I'm sitting there looking out the window waiting for him to pull away the ramp and everything like that. And I hear the stewardess say, can I get you a drink, madam? Because of the long hair and the sleeveless. You never see a man in a sleeveless suit. And I must say, I bought it, not so much for the Harlequin. I wasn't so crazy about that. But I love the idea, you know, suits are always binding you. You know, once you got one on, your arms are kind of inhibited. You can't really flap your. And I was very physical as a yoga teacher in those days. And I love the idea of having all the suit pockets, you know. They say a well-dressed man has 29 pockets. I don't know if you know that, but now I had 8 or 10 pockets in in this beautiful suit, but no nothing inhibiting my arms. So off I went in those two suits to Europe, and it was in those suits that I got my job at the Club Med. I walked in one of the Harlequin suits, and they hired me like that, because if I'd come in my business suit, they'd have kicked me out the door right away.
Because you probably looked like a yoga teacher.
I looked like something. I really got a lot of attention in that suit, I'll tell you that. And once I got used to wearing it, I didn't mind people staring at me. I just, you know, I didn't notice them. I got like a celebrity, I guess. It's just, so what? If they were just looking at the suit, they weren't looking at me. I didn't think they were admiring me or anything like that. And when I got to England, they wouldn't let me in that suit. Pulled me right out of the queue. So how much money you got on you? And I looked well dressed. I had about $20 on me when I got to England. They wouldn't let me in because they said, well, you know, you can't come in here with $20 into England. I said, well, I've got a ticket to France. You know, I just stopped visiting a professor friend of mine. Oh, no, they said, the French aren't going to let you in either, and then they're going to send you back here, and we're going to be stuck with you, right? So finally they got a hold of my professor friend. He said, that's an eminent American dramatist you've got there, let him go. And they said, yeah, well, that's very nice, he's a dramatist, but we don't want him to be public charge. You've got to take responsibility for him, then we'll let him go. So they finally let me in, and while I was sitting there waiting for them to do this, one of them came wandering through the office where I was, whistling the minstrel song from the Mikado, Gilbert and Sullivan. A wandering minstrel I, a thing of rags and patches. He was whistling it, not singing it. But I don't know if they thought I was going to get the point or miss it.